her clean, boys. Take everything that shines and anything what could drink a man's life.
Come on, let's show them who's boss. Yeah, take cover.
Come this way, let's flank him.
Damn! He saw us! Up there! Get him! Don't let him get away! Shoot him dead, boys! Another notch for Big Ann! Okay, leave some for me!
I wonder what's in here.
Something tells me you ain't here punching tickets. Huh. Seems like we made an unplanned stop. I'd better go find out what's holding us up.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in here is Desperados 3, a game developed by a game studio called MBoard Productions. No, I'm not joking, it is really called MBoard Productions, and the symbol of them, I mean the avatar of them, it is a kid, a spoiled kid like pointing out, okay, very funny. So this is not really a new developer team. These guys had already developed stuff like Shadow Tactics, Blades of Shogun, and The Last Thinker, City of Colors. Games that honestly I don't know about. But what I know so far is that this is not the same developers as the first Desperados 1 and Desperados 2. That team, which was Spellbound, were kind of reformed and they created another studio with a different name. So let's just forget about that and let's check the settings that I'm using to run this game on the Intel HD 620. So first of all, what I have to say is that you can run this game above 30 frames per second with 720p by using the low preset, but I do suggest you to go with texture resolution on full or the game will look really bad. You can put the entire game on the lowest settings, but please do use texture resolution on full. Alright, so the requirements. This game doesn't require much, it just requires a dual core desktop one from the first generation, so long time no see, 10 years ago, 6 gigs of RAM and a GTX 550, alright? So this is the results that I got. So with 720p, by using the low settings with texture resolution sets to full, what I got was an average of 38 frames per second with a 1% low of 32 and a maximum of 41 frames per second. So in the end, what it means really is that what I got, it was an experience above 30 frames per second on this game so far. Which is pretty good, because this is the games that doesn't really require you to have very big response times. Alright, there are areas where you need to shoot, but you can also stop the time in this game, unless you are playing with the maximum difficulty. So I was trying in here to use Alpha VSync to lock the game at 30, but didn't gone really well, because I started to have more drops than the usual. So my recommendation, if you have overheating problems with the Intel HD and the CPU, it is to lock the game at 30 frames per second using the MSI Afterburner or the Riva Thunder statistics server. That's why the video, in this video the game it is locked to 30, because I was trying to prevent the CPU of going to 100 degrees, because as soon as this CPU reaches to 98, 99 or 100 degrees, the GPU starts to slowly downclock and the game starts to perform worse. But what happens really is that this game without recording, you can bet that those are the results. It is an experience above 30 frames per second, and as you can see throughout the entire video, the game will be locked to 30 frames per second. There is a couple of drops here and there, but most of that it is regarding with the software capture that penalizes the performance even further, alright? But that's it. So, the performance, it is that. Again, 720p, low settings, textures on maximum quality, and you are able to enjoy the game above 30 frames per second. No issues whatsoever. But now that you know how you can play the game, let's talk a little bit about the game. I'm not really sure if you are familiar with commandos, or if you ever played the Desperados 1 or 2. Well, spoiler alert, I didn't. I haven't played any Desperados, I didn't know what to expect from this game, honestly. But it turns out that this game, it is exactly like Commandos. But the difference is, instead of you being inside a thematic of World War, inside this game what you have is a Wild West, and it is quite interesting. I was a little bit afraid that these developers would do a bad job, since these guys are not the same developers as the first two games. Like I told you, this developer team, it is called Mimi Productions. They developed two games before, two different games. They did develop games like Shadow Tactics, Blades of Shogun, and The Last Tinker, City of Covers. I don't know any of these games, honestly. So this is the first time that I'm trying a game from these guys. Although the first two titles from Desperados were developed by a different team, which was called Spellbound Entertainment. These guys went into administration, and they were refounded as a Black Forest Games, which now develop very different games. Alright, so basically the developer team of the first two games weren't really present into the development of this third game. So I was a little bit afraid that people would complain or that the gameplay were very different, but according to some research that I've made throughout Google and Steam and some gameplays that I have saw, this game, it is pretty good. I mean, it sustains the same, it stays on the same type of gameplay, but it seems that it is actually delivering a very, very good gameplay. For people that do enjoy this type of game, this is a good sequel of Desperados. And in fact, I've saw some reviews on the internet, and the scores range from 7 to 9, so it's a pretty respectable result of the reviews. Not only to mention that last year, when this game was on some events like the E3 and Gamescom, this game won the best strategy game on Gamescom 2019, and it was nominated as one of the best E3 games. Nominated, of course it didn't win, but it was there, nominated to take part as one of the best E3 2019. It was also the most wanted game from some Dutchland, I don't know, event. But I mean, the developers behind these games are from Germany, so yeah, it makes sense, alright? So it seems to be a very, very good game anyway. I do think that they deserve all the merit. I was never into Commandos game, but honestly, this is very good. The tutorial, it is very good. I was already into this game while I was doing this benchmark. So yeah, very good game indeed. Although there is one thing that ruins it all. It is its price. I mean, THQ Nordic possibly it's pushing a little bit too much of its price. They are asking $49.99. This is a price for a AAA title. I'm not really sure if Desperados 3 could be considered one. So it is not really the price that most of the people were expecting. I've gone to Steam forums to see what the people were thinking about that, and there are many people complaining about the price. They say that the game is good, but still it is too expensive. It is logical that this game have some high value of quality production, because you have good voice acting, and you have voice on characters, good comedy, good chats, good conversations, I mean, between characters. It is pretty good, honestly. And it is going to be released also for PS4 and Xbox One. But I mean, come on, $49.99, it is a little bit too much. Alright, so if you are a fan of Commandos or Desperados, you need to get this game, alright? Even for $49.99, if you really care about this type of strategy games, this is entirely for you, and you can spend the money on this game. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. Although, if you are not entirely a big fan of these games, you just like to play these games as a, let's play this game because it's fine, possibly playing $49.99, it is not the best deal in the world, alright? And I should suggest you to wait a little bit for a better price. And when that happens, I'm pretty sure this game will be pretty good, alright? For you, of course. So guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Desperados. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Let's get going. Let's cross over.
There's a lookout up on the cliff. I'll take them from here.
That I want to see.
Shall we continue? My thoughts exactly.
It's a goddamn shame I gotta stand guard here.
Steady hands.
Well, I'll be damned.
Cold bunt line special. Custom stock, custom rounds.
Let's get started, shall we? Okay, up we go.
My climbing days are behind me, Mr. Cooper.
Well, we'll figure something out. Sure thing. Hope you can manage this rope ladder, Mr. McCoy.
I prefer Dr. McCoy.
I'm sure you do.
Straight through hell. Just what I had in mind.
Big heist they got planned here.
Nobody got away, so we can take our time.
Nice.
What if he killed them? Maybe I'm next.
Relax. A guy like him ain't gonna waste a bullet on you.
Eyes on the target. Let's make it quick. Got it.
Nothing bothers you?
Eyes peeled. His friend's gonna be looking for him. Let's go.
Don't know. Don't care.
Watch and learn. Let's make it quick. Back in business and up. On my way. It's now or never. I just need a few seconds. On my way.
Hey now.
Here goes.
Not sure I trust this. No objections here. It saved me dozens of times. It's just fishing. All right, I'll follow. You won't feel a thing. Okay. It ain't personal.
I'm warming up. about to lose a few teeth. Sweet dreams. Now, you stay put. Let's get going. Here goes.
I got the tools for the job. Let's move you out of the way. Let's drop this one off. Understood.
What's up? All right. What's with that guy wearing the poncho?
He ain't gonna move if it ain't necessary.
And you know that because...
Trust me, I know the type.
Come on.
What the fuck? I got you now.
Who's that? Wait.